Sorry, that entrance has what?
So much aura.
Yeah, this is some Gen Z shit, dude.
It's aura farming.
It's aura farming? All right, fair enough. Yo, we're out here.
Hello,
Hello.
I'm Kanae. I'm a photographer in Ottawa, soon to be a photographer in Japan.
Yo, we're in Japan.
Moving. I'm moving back to Osaka for now, but I really want to
Alright.
work a winter in Niseko, which is a ski resort up north.
Okay.
Fingers crossed.
All right, we're gonna
And
go
today-
take some pictures.
We're gonna take some pictures, maybe some videos. We'll see.
Whoa, she's crazy. All right, what are we shooting?
Here, my good old. It's not even that old. My new A7 IV that I got during Christmas. And yeah, we'll see how it goes.
All right, tight. Let's go. Tell us about who you are. Like, you know, where are you from?
Where am I from? That's a good place to start.
Yeah.
Well, I was born and raised in Osaka. I spent 17 years of my life there. And then I lived 1 year in Nova Scotia.
Oh,
when I was
where in Nova
17.
Scotia?
In the middle of nowhere. Literally middle of nowhere.
Okay.
Like, I could name the place and people are not gonna know where it is.
Sure.
Anyways.
Yeah.
And then I moved back to Japan, finished high school, came here, lived in Ottawa for 4 years. 2 days ago, or maybe it was 3 days ago, it was like my 4th anniversary of coming to Ottawa.
Ooh.
I was like, is this something to celebrate or like?
Well, I mean,
know.
you may as well celebrate it while you can because you're
That's
gonna move
true.
back soon, right?
So yeah, now I'm moving back to Japan
Right.
onto new things, different things that I've never done before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fair.
I like doing new things. I like going to new places, doing cool stuff,
Yeah.
whatever that may be. Yeah.
Sure. Is it good light?
Good light, nice squares.
Nice squares. Yeah, we like some good squares.
I don't really like to talk about compositions because I feel like everyone talks about the same things.
Yeah, but also like recently like I've been more of the mind that it's not like one thing that makes it good, you know, like there's no like set of rules that you can follow and get banging,
Yeah.
like, you know, get
I
bang on
love
shots every
a
time.
good composition, colors, lights. No, that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Like it's really the feeling, right?
Yeah.
Okay, question 2. What do you like to shoot? Or like, you know, what do you shoot and what do you like to shoot? They don't have to be the same thing because maybe in your head you're like, I want to shoot landscape, but like I end up shooting this because this is what I do, like event stuff or whatever. But what do you
things that I get paid for. 1, portraits.
Sure.
There's like range, you know, you can do like individual portraits. There's usually not that much need for it unless you know like a very specific person who does like music. Couples portraits, they pay pretty well. It's a lot of work, especially when you're like directing a whole project by yourself, which is like what usually happens.
Sure, yeah.
And events can be anything. Like I've done weddings, I've done concerts, galas, parties, outdoor events.
Right, so that's what you shoot most of the time. But what do you like to shoot? Like what if you didn't have to worry about like getting paid for it or anything, like what would you want to shoot?
Recently I've been getting into more landscape photography, just because like this summer I went on a lot of hikes,
Right.
and I want to do more of that. And I think it's really cool
Yeah.
when you go to places and take pictures. And like people do that, but when you go on a hike and it's like a really, really crazy hike that people usually can't do, I think it's really meaningful that you go there and then take pictures and like document what happens.
Sure,
Because people usually don't get to go to that kind of places.
yeah.
So
Okay.
I think
Yeah. And like building off of that a little bit, like because you've been doing that a lot, because you've been traveling a lot and you're doing a lot of like that travel style of photography, are there places or like hikes or even locations you want to go, like that you sort of like discovered recently because you've been doing all these like harder to reach nature?
I think, like, yes, but I don't think it'll happen anytime soon. Like, I definitely want to go back to Switzerland and like do more hikes and like actual camping and stuff like that. But right now, because I'm moving back home and like I haven't been there for so long, that's not true. I go back like every year, but there's a lot of things that I miss out on because I'm only there at a very specific time of the year.
It's true. Yeah.
So you get to do different activities when you're there at different seasons. So I think I want to explore more places in Japan. Like I really like documentary style stuff, and like I want to get more into videos. So I want to do more of that when I go home and like really like try to discover more places that normally people don't go to, and really like capture what goes on there.
How would you describe your style?
I'm in a slump right now.
Okay, that's fine. Like you're rediscovering your style, or?
Yes.
Okay.
So I feel like I've had a very, I don't know, I don't want to say established style, but I've found like the way I edit my pictures, I found a way that I like to do it, and I've just kind of stuck with it, I guess. And now I'm starting to get bored. Like I need to be like exploring, experimenting, and trying different things to like see how I feel about them. And I haven't been taking that many pictures recently, so there's not much experimentation.
Sure. When you say try different things, like, is there anything that you're thinking about specifically? Like, you know, like very stylized looks, or like a different, like more natural look?
I
or
want to
just
lean into
like,
more natural looks.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, when you look at commercial things, some can be very stylized and like heavily color graded, but other photos can be like super natural, but like still look really good. And I
Supernatural?
think
like there's a ghost. No, I know.
they just look like as is.
Yeah.
But it looks really good, and I think that's really hard to achieve.
Yeah.
Because it's easy when you're like editing this picture for many hours to make it look cool. Like add colors and like it's gonna look like something. But I don't know. I feel like I've done a lot of photo work up until this point, and I want to change my style of photography a little bit and like create different like vibes, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think my goal right now is to not do photography and focus on videography and see where, like, what kind of joy it brings.
Sure. Yeah. That's good. Yeah, that's funny that you should mention that, like, that film lens is like different, because it kind of brings up that thing about like how when you're a professional, like you're shooting like wedding photos or event photos, you're gonna gravitate towards like workhorse lenses like a 24 to 70 or like specifically even like Sigma art and stuff. And like those are great lenses. Don't get me wrong, they're really nice, but they're almost too clinical in their rendering. Like they look very like by default, they're just like, this is what it looks like. Yeah. This is what you get. Yeah. There's not like that.
There's
like
no personality to it.
Exactly. But like, I don't want to get into like the pretentiousness of saying like, oh, it's got character or anything like that. Like, it's true that those are things, those are real. I'm not trying to take away from that, but it's just like the rendering is more exact versus there's a rendering that's like artistic. It's like the difference between like, you know, impressionism and like not impressionism, right? So who are your inspirations, or what is your favorite genre of photography? But also importantly, really, like I say photography, it doesn't have to be photography. You could name a filmmaker right now and we'd still get the point of like what you're trying to say. You know, you could name an artist, you could say Monet, and I'd be like, all right, cool.
Good question. See, that's the thing. I don't think there's a very particular person that I like go to find inspiration. Like, I just scroll on Instagram, and if there's like a cool reel or video project or a portrait project, I just kind of like, how would I do this? Like, if I were to do the same thing, how would I do this?
Okay, that's fine. You don't have to pick like a certain person or like an artist, but what about genre-wise? What is it that you like to see more of?
Cinematic things.
Like, when you say
Like,
cinematic
what
things,
does that mean, right?
like you mean
Like
like the way it is like right now online, where it's like, oh, you
No,
put
no,
like
no,
a letterbox crop on it, it's cinematic,
No.
or like it's like teal and blue and like
Yes.
like it's teal and orange and it's cinematic.
I think we
Like you like
need to
Brandon
see
Wolfel?
more of, I don't know. Like, people do different things, obviously, and I think that I'm trying to like put myself away from photography for now.
Right, but like when you say, that's fine, but like when you say cinematic, like what does that mean to you? Is what I'm trying to get at. Like, you know,
Like,
it's
glorified version of regular life.
okay.
you know.
So like just romanticizing life.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
think that's really beautiful because
Mhm.
your day can be boring,
Mhm.
but also can be beautiful at the same time.
So when you talk about movies, like what kind of like name a couple movies that you like? You know, like
Unless
that.
I'm like a basic person.
That's fine. You can like whatever you like.
What's it called? Perfect Days.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Very classic, you know, like that's
Right.
like my definition of like, this is how life should feel like.
Right. So you like that like slice of life type?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like nothing really happens in that movie. Like,
Mhm.
it's just like continuation of like what goes on in life.
Yeah.
But I think I like any movies with like good colors, good composition,
Mhm.
and like movies usually have great sounds,
Mhm.
and that's really all I need.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I usually watch movies for the plot. I really don't care about the plot.
So you just want like movies that are
I just want
visually appealing?
aesthetics. Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. You know, I have a feeling that like some people who are really into movies will take offense to that, but that's fine.
I'm sure, and like I get it. Like,
That's okay.
I expect it, you know. But like, you watch a movie and you see this like really nice like one or two cuts or
Mhm.
like scenes, and I would just like watch the movie again just to see
Yeah.
that.
I mean, you know, to be fair, like these days, like when I'm watching movies, I will say sometimes like that was a visually super nice movie, but like it kind of fell flat on the plot.
Exactly. Like, I've seen so many movies where it's beautifully shot,
Mhm.
but the plot is really bad.
Yeah. But
Like,
I'm just saying, like, it's nice to appreciate movies for their aesthetics, no doubt.
and also shows.
Yeah,
Have you
of
watched
course.
Severance?
Yeah, it's great.
It's great.
Really well shot. Looks great.
Really well shot.
Do you think these pajamas are nice?
No.
But they say that they're
I
nice.
think that the mirror ball or disco ball is
The disco ball.
nice.
The disco ball is nice. That's true.
Tools. Oh, wait.
Tools.
Take a step to your left,
Like there.
like more. Exactly.
Why do you shoot where you shoot?
Where?
Yeah, like why do you shoot where you shoot? Like in Ottawa, you're here, but like you choose specific places to take the shots that you take, right?
That's so true. Okay.
Like what about the locations that you choose draws you to them? Like it doesn't have to be specific every time, but it's just more of an idea of like I'm trying to figure out like why you make the decisions you make, basically. You know, what makes you as a photographer?
I think that like taking a picture as an act is to appreciate things that you see, but also really like capturing the moment, because I forget a lot of things, and taking pictures for me is a way for me to remember things, and I just wanted it to be like as glorified as possible. But like sometimes like it doesn't even need to be like a more beautiful version of reality. Like you can just take pictures and like just like remember things that happened.
Yeah.
So when I go travel, like that's really what I try to do. Like try to take pictures and like really like get the atmosphere of the place that I'm in. Or like if I'm having a really good time, then I want to remember that moment, so I would take a picture or a video. But I don't really think too much about it. Like I like to go location scouting, and I feel like I've just kind of gotten tired of trying to find a place to go take photos in Ottawa. Like especially for portraits. Like I wouldn't scout locations if it's not for portrait photography. But
Right. Yeah. That's fair. I'm sort of trying to get more at like, like what draws you to places that you want to photograph anyway. But I think that generally what you said was, very well put, very, very poetic in that like, you want to photograph something like the way it is and
yeah.
like remember it.
And life gets busy.
Yeah.
And how do you take a moment to remember all these nice things?
Yeah.
I cannot. So that's why I take pictures.
Yeah. But like now you have something to look back on, right?
Exactly.
To remember that.
Nice.
And you like having that anchor is nice because you can sort of pick out like that moment to return to versus like if you don't have that, you're just like you're grasping at straws, right? But so you've been traveling a lot this year. What led you to go to the places that you chose to go? Is it just like convenience or?
One was convenience. Like some places it's easier to go by train or bus, whereas like other places you need to fly. And like I went traveling with two of my friends to Europe, so it was kind of like, where do we want to go see and like what do we want to do there? And then I went to Banff after I came back, and then to Maine, and then back here. But yeah, I did a bit of traveling in the US also.
Right. And just out of curiosity, I know you've already mentioned Switzerland, but what would you say was the nicest place that you've seen recently?
And Italy. I really liked PEI.
Okay.
I've been to PEI like multiple times, but it's like early summer. No, not even, like midsummer. Temperature is perfect.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Temperature is perfect. You're like drinking, you're having a drink on a patio, sun is setting, you have a beach right in front of you. Like this whole like setting, it was perfect.
Yeah.
And so I took some pictures and it was really nice.
Cool. Yeah. So you're just really like picking the spot and then like the photos come after.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean I like traveling just because like I think it's fun to get out of your like ordinary life.
Yeah.
Switch things up. See, try a new coffee shop. Go to a new, vintage store. Take photos in places that you never taken.
Absolutely.
And like walk a lot. That's really like what I like to do. And I do it in like all the places I go to. Yeah, like I just go to place. Hopefully I will find something.
Yeah.
If I don't, that's fine.
Yeah. I think that there's always something to photograph. It's just that like, is that thing going to necessarily appeal to you?
Like
Maybe
some
not.
kind of excitement. Like if I see something and like sure I could take a photo anytime, but is this thing making me want to take a photo of it right now? Sometimes I get lazy.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's one thing I'm trying to get better at. Like I would bring a camera to places hoping that I would take pictures, but sometimes I just don't take any pictures and I'm like, I just carried 5 kilograms of stuff for no reason.
Yeah, see, this is why I have smaller and lighter cameras.
I know.
Have you ever heard of film? So I would say like in the past year or so, like you've been doing these like interviews and stuff yourself, like you've been reviewing people, but like it is more like based on like gear and stuff like that.
I'm trying to divert from it.
Yeah, no, I mean that's kind of something that I don't like to get into because I feel like that sort of market is very saturated and like that's like half of photography YouTube, or like even like I would say 70-80% of it is very like gear heavy, which is not a bad thing. I think it's necessary.
See, like I was having fun when I was shooting them like back then, but then I realized I was like, I don't really care what camera you shoot with.
No.
Because we're doing very different things.
Yeah.
And like, I don't really need to know.
Yeah. But you know what? It's engaging. Like that's the kind of stuff
Yeah.
people click on. That's the kind of stuff that people like care about, because at the end of the day, and like, you know, I've made videos about this, is that like we live in a consumerist hellscape. And you know, these
Do
camera
not scroll
brands,
on Instagram.
these camera
They will
brands,
try
they
to
want
sell
your
you
money, you know,
things.
like they keep releasing new stuff and they want you to like believe that new is better. They want you to like look at more stuff and like want to get like the new camera because they think that, like, they want you to think that it'll make you better. And in some cases it might definitely help you do some things. Like, you know, if you don't have a camera that shoots like log, you might not be able to make like very highly color graded cinematic footage. Fair. But like now, you know, you can buy like even in like the brand new realm, like you can buy like a Fuji XM5 and that shoots log and open gate and all of that shit. Do you need it? Maybe not everyone does, but some people might benefit from it, sure. But you know, like those gear videos and stuff, like along with that, you were also doing like, started to make more reels about walking and like taking photos, like like street photography, but like more about like, you know, details and like buildings and like architecture and stuff like that. You know, when you do these sort of street photography things, like you're usually doing them in a variety of areas. Like sometimes it's like in your neighborhood, sometimes it's like in a new city you've never been. I wanted to ask, when you do that, do you listen to music, or like do you, like when you're in a new place for the first time, or you're doing like your street photography, do you like to listen to music, or do you like to just like walk the street?
It really depends. I do both actually.
Okay.
It really depends how I'm feeling. Like if it's a quiet morning, then I probably wouldn't listen to music. I'm sure it would probably help for me to not listen to music, because then I can really focus on what's going on. Like if you're shooting a video, you definitely cannot be listening to music and then filming clips. Usually when I shoot in Ottawa, I think I listen to music. But when I'm in a new city, like if it's loud, I would probably, like with traffic and stuff, I'd listen to music. Or if I'm by myself, then for sure. But if not, probably not, because I think listening to music is fun, but I think it can take away some elements of the whole experience.
Well, there's no right or wrong answer here. I just want to get your take on it, because each person's approach will be different, and like each person's priorities will be different. Like when I'm trying to take street photos, I need to sort of be aware of what's going on. Like sometimes you might hear something before you see it. So for me, like I don't listen to music. But if I'm going somewhere, then I might be putting on music. If I'm on the bus, I might be putting on music. But also, like, I still have my camera on me. So like, you know, my mindset, sort of like what I'm trying to do, influences whether or not I'm going to be listening to music. If I'm going out strictly to shoot, most of the time I'm not listening to anything. But also, like, if I'm somewhere new, I'm not going to be listening to music, because I want to like sort of absorb it the first time. But if it's somewhere I go a lot, it might make sense to listen to music. But it really comes down to like your approach, and that's,
I don't know. I think it really depends on like how I'm feeling. If I'm in a mood to like, I don't want to like interact with the environment today, but like I was sick to take photos, I would listen to music.
Sure.
But if I'm going for the full experience, then I'm not listening to music.
How difficult do you think that was to do?
Honestly, like how do you do? How many days?
How many days?
Yeah. Are we
like,
talking weeks?
It's
What
crazy.
if it's like a sheet, you know?
No, it's not.
No,
I don't think.
It's not.
Yeah, that looks real. When you take a photo or even a video, like, do you know in your mind already what you want it to look like?
No.
Is that something that happens for you like on the editing floor?
I just find, well, when I take pictures, I go through them and I'm like, oh, like I didn't take that many good pictures. That's always how I feel. I look at my RAWs on my little screen and I don't like them. And then I go home, import them into my laptop, try to color grade them, and I'm like, oh wait, they're actually like really not that bad. Like they're actually pretty awesome. But I don't find out until then.
Okay.
Or I could find a really, really good raw picture And when I edit, sometimes I ruin them completely, or like the colors just don't turn out
Mhm.
right. And I'm like, it's fine. It's just like one picture out of many pictures I've taken. Like this can be gone. Like I don't need to keep this.
Right.
But usually I don't really have the vision. Like I would plan out like the composition and like how the lighting should be, but I wouldn't really plan out how the colors would be like.
Okay. That's
yeah.
fine. Yeah.
That's just like all done in post.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. I don't necessarily mean you need to know like 100% what the image wants to look like, but like I just want to get an idea of like how much of your final idea can you see when you take the shot? And you're saying for you it's not that much. But hey,
No.
that's cool.
I just like put them on my Lightroom, see
Yeah.
what happens. If I like it, that's cool. If I
Yeah.
don't like it, they're going to garbage.
Yeah. C'est la vie.
Mhm.
Yeah. But you know, like that's kind of like what it is. You know, at the end of the day, this whole thing, like all art is just vibes, right?
Yeah.
Like it's your vibes.
Yes.
It's your vibes.
It's my art.
Yeah. You get to decide
Like, it only matters if I like it or not.
yeah,
Because it's like
It's for
I
you,
shot it, it's
right?
for me. Yeah.
it's for you.
Exactly.
It's good. Great. We didn't talk about Infinite Playground, but
Infinite
you do all
Playground.
these portrait shoots, these like crazy concepts with Oluchi, who I also intend to have
My
on this series at some
photographer
point.
Mother,
Yeah.
amazing woman.
So yeah, we're gonna miss you here in Ottawa because like there's gonna it's gonna be half an Infinite Playground, but the way Infinity works is kind of funny. So like half of Infinity is still Infinity. Yeah.
Mhm.
So you know, abstract concepts like that are funny. But yeah, that's cool. Like what sort of led you down like
Well,
coming up with those?
did you come to our very first photo meetup that I hosted maybe 3 years ago?
I don't remember. I came to the one
It
in
was
like the
at
park.
Mooney's Bay.
Okay, no, I did not come to that one. I don't know if I
So,
was in here
That's
or
the
if I was.
very original photo meetup that I
Mhm.
posted with Luca.
Mhm.
It wasn't still Infinite Playground. It only turned into Infinite Playground maybe this year.
Yeah.
But I don't know how it came to be. Like I started living with my new roommate and they were doing like event promotion basically, and I told them I'm a photographer, and they were like, we should do this. And I was like, okay, I've never done this before, but we'll see how it goes. And Luca knows a lot of people, so there were a lot of people who came from Luca's end. And then I guess I knew some photographers, not as many as I do now,
Mhm.
and it definitely grew
Yeah, it
a
ballooned.
lot.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I wasn't like super serious about doing it like that.
Mhm.
I was just kind of going off of a vibe because I'm like, okay, it sounds cool, and like we're hosting events, like that's exciting, let's do it. And then it turned into something which is super exciting. So yeah, someone needs to take my spot in Ottawa as a photographer because there will be a spot.
Yeah. It's true. Yeah, it's not gonna be me. I'll tell you that. I'm not a
Please.
creative guy. I'm just a guy. You know, like I just go outside
I'm
and
not creative either, though. Is the thing. Like,
but you are, you know, like you guys are coming up with these fun ideas. You guys are like, you guys have initiative.
I don't think the
It's
ideas
that-
are mine.
Well, it doesn't have to
Someone
be.
else's ideas.
But you know, like you guys have more initiative, which is nice.
True.
Yeah. Plus, you know, it's like I think that these like events need to exist. Even like it's now very difficult when you start to grow too much, like it becomes more and more difficult to keep up like quality on things like
Yeah.
that. But like I think everything's consistently gone good for you guys' events. So it is it's sad that like, you know, you have to go, but that's okay. I'm sure you can pass the
Playground, Osaka.
Yeah.
Wait for it.
you can pass the torch, I'm sure. But you know, you can always come back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Unlikely, but
I'm not gonna come back to Ottawa. And if I do, just know that I'm having a really bad time with my life.
ooh, damn.
But
So some hardcore Ottawa
see.
hate over here. But you know,
this is just not.
I'm only here
know-
to let people voice their own opinions.
I've been to many places in the world, and I've lived in a few different places, and it's like a camera gear. Like, you can have what you have, but you can have a different one, and you will experience different things.
That's true. I think that like staying in any place is difficult because there is so much to see, and you know.
My take is that any change is better than no change. So if you're feeling stuck, or like you need some like breath of fresh air, go make a change.
Okay. I mean, that's valid. That's your take, and
That's my take.
yeah,
Exactly.
it's good. You know,
Yeah.
like I said, nothing like as long as you believe what you're saying,
I do.
that's all that matters.
I do.
Yeah. in the scope of this scenario, like in this interview,
Yeah.
like you don't like. There's no right or wrong answer as long as the answer you give is the one that you truly believe in.
I do.
And even that might change. You know, like 1 year later, you might be like, I'm not that person anymore. But as long as you believe it right now, you're true to yourself. That's what you
Being
want.
real.
Be real. This is not sponsored.
Be real.
Possibly the last question, unless we have some like just general chit chat to go over.
Okay.
But my last question to you is, if you had to give out any one piece of advice, now this doesn't have to be specific to photography,
Yeah.
but it's good if it's like somewhat related, what would it be?
A piece of advice. Go outside.
Go outside.
Do things. That's it.
That's it?
I think so. Like right now, I have this lifestyle of like I can just choose to stay home if I want to, and like I don't need to do anything because I'm really, really unemployed. But I think it's like, well, it's good for you to go outside because you can see different things, and
Yeah.
maybe like it'll be your next inspiration. It's good to see a bunch of different things because you kind of need that like stock of things you've seen and like things that you felt, and those things would maybe be the really motive for your next project.
Yeah,
Experience different things,
sure.
and
Yeah.
like the only way to do that is for you to like be outside
Yeah.
doing things.
Put yourself out there, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. When you like no, when you say that, like it's good. I mean, it's good because it's direct.
You said like a more general like advice, like
No,
not just photography.
Yeah, like it
related.
doesn't have to be photography, which is good, but like that's I want to build on that a little
But
bit.
you know, like you go outside. Like the other day, this was crazy. I was supposed to meet up with someone, and like they just like didn't message me back, so I was just like out and about by myself. And then I made a friend, like there on spot, and like we had a great night.
Yeah.
I'm like this is great. Like if I just stayed home or like went home, this would never happen, and I would have never made a new friend. And like you might still like meet someone and like not have as much of a good time, but like at least you have this like a story of like, oh, like this happened and it was silly.
Yeah. Like essentially like if you don't give yourself the opportunity, then nothing ever happens.
Exactly.
So you have to like always try. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But like it's never not gonna happen if you don't try.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So I think, yeah, like allowing for things to come into your life. Whereas like it wouldn't happen if you sit at home.
Yeah. Take some chances.
Take some chances, get some air, go outside,
True. It's lovely.
meet people,
Yeah.
or
Get a
spend solo time.
Thai
Get
iced
Thai
tea.
tea latte.
all right. Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us today. Yeah,
I've
here on
never
a-
been interviewed before.
Here on a walkabout session. I hope it wasn't too
It was great.
scary or too like
Very
probing.
Chill. Very chill.
Yeah. Very chill. That's good. That's what I'm just a chill guy.
Me
hang on.
too.
Wait, let me. Just a chill guy. One of these.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, thank you. Thank you again for
you.
coming, and good luck on your future. We, it would be nice to
Don't
see you
say it
back,
like
but
that.
at the same
Oh.
time, I know you've said that you don't want to be back.
You should come to Japan.
Well, I do want to go to Japan. It's just really far and kind of expensive. And, maybe someday it'll materialize, but I also only have so much.
Money.
I also only have so much paid time off. So,
Oh
yeah.
my god. So you should quit your job, come
Yeah.
to Japan.
That's the advice that
Hang
you're
out
gonna
with
give.
me. Well, I'm telling everyone to take a field trip out to Japan. You know, like infinite playground field trip out to Japan.
Yeah. This video was brought to you by Thai tea lattes from Hugo Cafe.
Hugo Cafe.
Hell yeah, I love that place.